The confirmed number of new coronavirus cases reported in Los Angeles County in the last 24 hours is 1,284, with 22 additional deaths. Here in Torrance, 17 additional cases were reported, with no new deaths. Welcome to COVID-19 Today. I'm Bella Shaw. It's Thursday, November 18th. Heading into the holiday season, the White House announced already 10% of U.S. kids eligible for the COVID-19 vaccine have been vaccinated. This comes 2 weeks after the Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine was approved for children ages 5 to 11 to receive lower dosages of the shot. White House COVID-19 coordinator Jeff Zients says with 1.7 million doses administered in the last week alone, this roughly doubles the pace of the first week. Officials say there are now 30,000 locations across the country where kids can get the shot, and the Biden administration anticipates it to get even easier for children to get vaccinated. Those who get the shot by the end of this week will be fully vaccinated by Christmas, assuming they get their second shot 3 weeks after the first one. COVID-19 booster shots may become the new standard for people to be considered fully vaccinated. Dr. Anthony Fauci, the director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases, says he believes the third dose of an mRNA vaccine should be part of a normal regimen, not an add-on. Some states, including California, now allow all adults to get a third vaccine dose 6 months after getting the second shot of a Pfizer or Moderna vaccine, or 2 months after the single Johnson & Johnson vaccine. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration and the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention have not yet recommended the booster shot to such a wide demographic. Health experts say the states that went ahead and granted access for all adults to get the booster are doing so because they are concerned about experiencing another wave in transmissions, especially as the holidays approach. The California Department of Public Health announced today that all adults seeking a booster can schedule an appointment or find a walk-in clinic. Just go to myturn.ca.gov. More than 100,000 Americans died from drug overdoses in 1 year. It's a never-before-seen milestone that health officials say is tied to the COVID-19 pandemic. New data from the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention covers a 12-month period ending in April 2021. It shows that overdose deaths jumped 28.5% from the same period a year earlier and nearly doubled over the past 5 years. Opioids continue to be the driving cause of drug overdose deaths. Synthetic opioids, primarily fentanyl, caused 64% of all drug overdose deaths in the 12-month period ending in April of 2021. That's a 49% increase from the year before. Drug overdoses now surpass deaths from car crashes, guns, and even the flu and pneumonia. President Joe Biden calls the new data a tragic milestone and says his administration is committed to doing everything it can to address addiction and end the overdose epidemic. He also noted that the coronavirus relief package he signed in March has delivered almost $4 billion to strengthen and expand services for substance use disorder and mental health. More than a dozen children in Northern California were given the wrong dose of a COVID-19 vaccine. Sutter Health confirmed that 14 patients at the Antioch Pediatric Vaccine Clinic got vaccines with an incorrect amount of diluent. Dr. Jimmy Hu, a pediatrician and chair of its COVID-19 vaccine task force, said, quote, "As soon as we learned of this, we contacted the parents and advised them of CDC guidance in this situation. The safety of our patients is our top priority, and we immediately reviewed our processes to help make sure this doesn't happen again." One mother says she was notified about her children receiving the wrong doses about 10 hours after the fact. The 8 and 11-year-olds got 20 micrograms of the vaccine instead of the recommended 10. Both of them were reportedly sick with bad stomach aches. The kid-sized vaccines for those ages 5 to 11 are supposed to include 1.3 milliliters of diluent, according to the CDC. The agency says if a child was given less diluent, they should not repeat the dose, and their parent or guardian should be made aware of potential side effects. And if the child got extra diluent, then the vaccine administrator should repeat the dose immediately. Up to 2 million people are expected to travel through LAX over the 2-week Thanksgiving holiday period, potentially doubling last year's number. Airport officials say they expect the Thanksgiving holiday travel period, which begins this week and continues through November 30th, to be its busiest stretch of passenger traffic since early 2020. The busiest days are expected to be tomorrow, Friday, November 19th, and Sunday after Thanksgiving, which lands on November 28th. LAX officials also say they've seen an increase in international traffic after fully vaccinated visitors were allowed back in the U.S. from other countries. They encourage travelers to arrive early and check their flight status. Passengers must also wear a face covering at all times. Black Friday is just over a week away, but many deals are available right now. Large retailers such as Amazon, Best Buy, Target, and Walmart have been blasting consumers early Black Friday sales since mid-October. If you're feeling creative, Amazon has a Cricut maker for $249, and that's more than $100 off. If you want to start a tranquil indoor garden, Best Buy has an Aero Garden Harvest Elite Slim Kit for just under $100. For the same price, you can opt for a pair of Beats Solo 3 headphones at Target. And Walmart's big shopping event is set to kick off November 22nd. With AirPod deals from $89, 4K TVs for $229, the big box store will also have PS5 and Xbox Series X in stock. A no-burn alert was issued for today. The South Coast Air Quality Management District issued the residential alert through 11:59 p.m. Officials remind residents that burning wood in their fireplaces or any indoor or outdoor wood-burning device is prohibited during this time. The no-burn rule prohibits burning wood as well as manufactured fire logs, such as those made from wax or paper. South Coast AQMD asks Southern Californians to do their part to help keep the air clean by not burning wood during the ban period. No burn days are mandatory in order to protect public health when fine particulate air pollution in the region is forecast to be high. Smoke from wood burning can cause health problems, and particles in the wood smoke can get deep into the lungs and cause respiratory issues, including asthma attacks. Residents can learn more and sign up to get alerts on future no-burn days at airalerts.org. A 405 widening project is underway right now along the on- and off-ramps at Crenshaw Boulevard and 182nd Street. The California Department of Transportation and the City of Torrance are improving the operational conditions of that stretch of the freeway to help alleviate congestion and improve traffic flow. Caltrans crews have been working on demolishing and replacing the existing retaining and sound walls on the 405, remodeling curb ramps, and creating a designated lane to enter the 405. There will be construction activities in the area from time to time, causing temporary lane closures and creating a bit of noise during working hours. Construction began in August and is slated to be completed in December of 2024. The city has been in contact with Caltrans, asking them to provide more information to residents when ongoing construction continues to advise the community of noise and dust, as it has been a concern with neighbors in the area. In response, Caltrans plans to increase their watering schedule to twice a day to keep the dust levels down, and will also look at temporary sound blankets to help reduce the noise until new permanent sound walls are constructed. Caltrans reminds drivers to stay alert and slow down when workers are in the area. A small business in Torrance that opened just a couple of months before the pandemic is celebrating its anniversary and making it through COVID-19.
We're excited for today. It's the second anniversary, and it's really a first anniversary because of the pandemic last year. It shut us down for so many months, but we're so excited to have people out and coming to see us from all over. Hopefully a lot of people will be here.
Board and Brush, located near Crenshaw and Del Amo Boulevards at 2421 West 205th Street, is a DIY creative studio focusing on woodworking techniques. Its goal is to turn customers into DIY masters by educating them to understand and appreciate the beauty of raw materials. The company got creative during the pandemic and went virtual, and in fact, if you're not comfortable about in-person workshops, you can book virtual ones instead. The owners hope more customers will visit them to create personalized wood signs that can stay with them for years to come. The Torrance Area Chamber of Commerce is hosting the next South Bay HYPE event. HYPE stands for Helping Young Professionals Excel, and it takes place at the Strand Brewing Company tonight. The event features guest speaker Neera Chanani of the Chanani Group. She is also the CEO of the Blue Stem Hotel in Torrance. This event is for chamber members only, and proof of vaccination or a negative COVID test taken within 48 hours is required. Organizers say this is a meeting for young professionals to connect, support, and network with one another. As we head into the weekend, be sure to tune in tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday at 2 p.m. for the latest stories on weekends in Torrance. We'll take you to a local salon called Ziba Beauty, where they take eyebrow threading to a whole new level of experience. We'll share their transformations during the pandemic to ensure customers are safe when they visit. Plus, learn more about the city's 1 Mile, 1 Charger project and how the city is expanding its EV infrastructure. Then, after taking a year off, Torrance artists and supporters of the arts community in Torrance are honored with the Excellence in Arts Award. We'll introduce you to the 2019 winners and how they're continuing to make an impact in Torrance through their work and support within this community. Weekends in Torrance kicks off tomorrow at 2 p.m. You can watch it on Spectrum Cable Channel 3, FiOS Channel 31, or stream it on our website, as well as on YouTube. Well, before we go at the end of each program, we like to share feel-good stories from our community. Pictures, images, and videos that remind us of how resilient our community is and how Torrance truly cares. A team from Suburban Propane, as well as Mayor Patrick Fury and council members George Chen and Aurelio Matucci, helped cheer up some children with handmade happy hats.
I'm so excited because I started Happy Hats 31 years ago because I lost my little brother and my mother and my father and my grandmother all to cancer. And I was a hat designer, so I wanted to uplift the spirits and bring joy and comfort and happiness to hospitalized children.
Each participant wrote a loving, personalized note and tucked it into their happy hat. Afterwards, the Suburban Propane team presented the heartwarming gifts to the staff of Providence Trinity Kids Care Hospice, along with a generous donation of $5,000. The Torrance facility helps children who are fighting cancer, COVID-19, and other critical illnesses. Happy Hats for Kids is a Torrance-based nonprofit that helps bring comfort, happiness, and smiles to the children in hospice when they are near the end of their life's journey. What a touching way to show love to some of our most precious children here in Torrance. Now, if you have a great story, upcoming event, photo, or video you'd like to share, email us at covid19today@torranceca.gov. We'd love to hear from you. Well, that's our update for COVID-19 today. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you back here on Monday as Jen Chun brings you the latest. Be safe, stay healthy, and thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.